Hi everybody, this is Cameron O'Brien from Winning Edge Investments, doing a preview for the main race in Perth this week. There's no listed or sprint race or listed or better races up there today, but tomorrow. But this is the best race of the lot. There's a $100,000 new season sprint, a 1,000 meter race, 87 plus rating. So they're all basically open handicappers. Now they've all been around the block. These horses have raced a lot, all of them. So the form's very well laid out. And we'll go through that in a sec. First of all, this is the Razor form guide I'm using here. This is my map down here. I think Saraceno probably gets a pretty easy lead. Rebel King will be close up on pace as well. But for 1,000 metres, I don't think it'll be all that hard run. I think Saraceno will get a pretty good run in front. None of them will be too far away, though. As you can see, I have them all. I mean, Kaler Bazaar goes back to stay, but everybody's going to be pretty close to the pace. Now, we'll go through the runners before we come back to this sheet and look at the prices. Rebel King is the toppy, and he's an 8-year-old now, and he hasn't really, well, he mixes his form a lot. I mean, back here he did a couple of really good runs, and then he wasn't really able to hold. He hasn't really gone near them in his first 2 runs back. The hard one to market, his best is 111 horse, as we can see down here in the ratings column, his worst is a lot less. I've given him 108.5, which makes him a $7.60 chance. 42 days off, yeah. I mean, at his best, obviously, he's a strong winning chance. He's not certain to do his best. It's $5 in the real market, so under my price. This position is scratched, so I've taken its info out already. Profit Street is also an 8-year-old. It's first up for 160 days, as you can see there. It has gone well fresh in the past. Won a trial, but for this, but the time wasn't all that great. But he's gone well fresh in the past. 107 back here, 107 back here. Got peaks of 110 well back there, but that's a while ago now. That's going on 2 years ago. So I'm not thinking that he can do that 110, but 107, 108, I'll get 106.5 first up at 1,000 metres. So making an $8.40 chance. Unfortunately, at $4.20 in the real market, not obviously anywhere near my price. Even in 107 makes a $7 chance for me. As you can see it adjusted to the right there. You get 108. 108 is the best he did last prep. That makes him 480. So what you can say is that the market's marking him with pike on these early prices. The market's marking him all the way up to that 108. I think he might drift a little bit from his 420 tomorrow, to be honest. For Lockroy, another 8-year-old in the race, attempting to recapture old form. He was okay here first up. He's got older marks, but again, these 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds and over, really, well, they never improve at 7, and they only go one way really in the end. But 42 days since that running, I'm 106, which makes him $7.70 chance. But Lockroy is a $3.80 favourite at the moment, which seems pretty skinny as well. I've got a couple in this race I like at longer odds, which we'll get to shortly. And there's a couple of them to go back. One of them is this horse, Damn Ready. Damn Ready is off a 63 Daybreak, and he was racing very well earlier in the year. It has got these yellow highlighted lines, his wins, and he was able to put 2 in a row together there, going 109, 110, and going very well. Now, if he pulls out 109, 110, he's going to win the race comfortably. But I haven't given him that because his form went off towards the end of the prep. However, well, at his best, he's such a strong winning chance. He'll go well back from the gate. He's quite hard to mark because he's been hot and cold. But I've given 105.5, still makes him a $5 chance on my market, and he's currently $14. It'll look a very silly price if he turns up doing one of these 109, 110 figures. He has Whiting on, who I really like as a rider, very underrated rider for mine. He'll go back. I'll just go back to my map. Put him all the way back here, which is not ideal, but I've penalised him a lot for that. 105.5, well off his top. He's a solid winning chance for mine at double-figure odds, so definitely want to be on. Kaler Bazaar is a 7-year-old stay, resuming 482 days, as I say there. Don't expect him to be anywhere near this first up. Don't Fuss is another one. There's a lot of chances in this race, and Don't Fuss is yet another one. Really consistent, going all these 104s. He needs a little more than 104. As you saw with horses like Damn Ready able to do 110, but some of those other horses able to do higher figures than 104 as well. 104 puts him in the race, but might have him just falling short. I'll give him the 104 because he is obviously very solid, very consistent, and he maps fairly well. Does he have more than 104? I'm not sure. He's a 6-year-old, might not have more in him than that at the moment. On to the next horse, which is How to Fly. And How to Fly, this horse is a 5-year-old mare and has come back okay. The ratings are a bit low, but improving. Getting up to these 104s would make it more of a chance. I've given 102 and a half, $16 chance, which is about what she is in the real market. Mad Brad is, yeah, it's just 9-year-old went well here first up, no luck here second up, 104 back here, but I think it's just short of the job. 102 still makes it a $20 chance. And the other one I want to back is Saraceno. If we look back over here, Saraceno I think is going to get a nice lead. Racing well, 102 here. It's horses come across in Victoria. Had good figures in Vic, and this was 102 was 3 wide no cover throughout. It was more like 104, 105 perhaps. So it looks like the horse is getting back to this kind of form, and maps really, really well. I've given it 105 because of how well it maps. And Lucy Rorick's good rider, Chris Scangini's good trainer, and that makes him a $5.50 chance, and he's $9 plus in the real market, so very backable. So that means I end up with a market like this with Damn Ready on top as a $5 chance, and then yeah, Saraceno 550, Relic $7.60, Damn Ready being $14, Saraceno being $9. I'm going to definitely be on both, and hopefully we end up with a winner. Thanks everybody, and enjoy your Saturday.